Hey there, fellow travelers. Welcome to our channel where we explore the world's hidden treasures together. Today, we're setting our compass east, way east, to a land that's just starting to appear on the radar of adventurous souls like you and me, Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is a country with a history as rich and colorful as the carpets you'll find in its bazaars. We're talking Silk Road history, ancient cities that time seemed to forget, and a culture famous for its warmth and hospitality. So, if you're ready to trade your everyday routine for the chance to wander through ancient mosques, haggle for souvenirs in bustling bazaars, and experience the magic of the Silk Road, then grab your virtual passport and let's go. Our Uzbek adventure begins in Khiva, a city that feels like a page ripped right out of a storybook. Seriously, as you approach the city walls for the first time and see the sun glinting off the turquoise domes of ancient minarets, you might just have to pinch yourself. You see, Khiva is no ordinary city. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. It's what's known as a museum city, which means that the entire historic center has been remarkably well preserved. As you wander through the narrow, winding streets, it's like stepping back in time. Imagine yourself centuries ago, a trader on the Silk Road, arriving in Khiva after weeks of traversing the desert. The sun is blazing, your camel is grumpy, and you're desperate for a cool drink and a place to rest your weary bones. You enter through the city gates and into a labyrinth of bustling streets. The air is thick with the scent of spices, the sound of merchants hawking their wares, and the laughter of children playing. This, my friends, is Khiva, a living, breathing museum where history comes to life. One of the most impressive sights in Khiva is the Kalta Minor minaret. The Kalta Minor is a real head-turner. Why? Because it's famously unfinished. It was supposed to be the tallest minaret in Central Asia, but they ran out of money, leaving it as a stout, almost comical reminder of the city's grand ambitions. Don't miss the Juma Mosque, a 10th century mosque with a forest of 218 intricately carved wooden columns, each one unique. And if you're lucky enough to be there at sunset, find a spot on the ancient city walls and watch as the sky erupts in a kaleidoscope of colors over the surrounding desert. It's a sight that will stay with you long after you've said goodbye to Khiva. Next, we're traveling to the bustling heart of Uzbekistan's capital city, Tashkent. Buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the vibrant chaos that is Chorsu Bazaar, one of the oldest and largest covered markets in Central Asia. Now, I've been to a lot of markets in my travels, but Chorsu Bazaar is something special. It's a feast for the senses, a whirlwind of sights, sounds, and smells that will leave you feeling energized and maybe a little overwhelmed in the best way possible. As you step inside the massive turquoise dome of the bazaar, you'll be greeted by a symphony of sounds, the clatter of metal trays, the rhythmic chopping of knives, the friendly banter of vendors, and the sizzle of meat hitting the grill. The aroma of spices hangs heavy in the air: cumin, coriander, saffron, paprika, a heady mix that's both intoxicating and makes your stomach start to rumble. And then there are the colors: mountains of ruby red tomatoes, pyramids of bright green watermelons, piles of dried apricots glowing like little orange suns. Weave your way through the crowds, past stalls overflowing with hand-woven carpets, traditional Uzbek clothing, and glistening piles of dried fruits and nuts. This is the place to find that perfect souvenir, whether it's a hand-painted silk scarf or a beautifully crafted ceramic bowl. But the real reason to come to Chorsu Bazaar is to experience the heart and soul of Uzbek culture. This is where locals come to shop, to socialize, to catch up on the latest gossip. Take a seat at one of the little tea houses tucked away in the corners of the bazaar and order up a cup of steaming hot chai. Watch the world go by, listen to the murmur of conversations around you, and savor the moment. Don't be shy about trying the local delicacies on offer. Sample some savory samsas, flaky pastries filled with meat or vegetables, or try your hand at negotiating for a plate of plav, Uzbekistan's national dish. Get ready to be wowed because our next stop takes us to the heart of the Silk Road, to the legendary city of Samarkand, where we'll be exploring one of the most iconic architectural treasures in all of Central Asia, Registan Square. Imagine this. It's the 15th century. Samarkand is a major hub on the Silk Road, a crossroads of cultures and a melting pot of traders, scholars, and artisans. And at the heart of it all lies Registan Square, a testament to the city's wealth and power. As you step into the square for the first time and take in the sheer grandeur of the three madrasas that make up the Registan, it's hard not to feel a sense of awe. The sheer scale of these buildings is breathtaking. Covered in intricate tile work and a kaleidoscope of colors, the facades of the madrasas are like something out of a fairy tale. On one side of the square stands the Ulugh Beg Madrasa, named after the astronomer king who built it in the 15th century. Ulugh Beg was a scholar and a visionary, and his madrasa was a center of learning in its day, attracting students from all over the Islamic world. Facing it is the Sherdor Madrasa, recognizable by the majestic golden tigers that adorn its facade. These tigers are more than just decoration, they're a symbol of power and a reminder of Samarkand's place at the heart of the Timurid Empire. And finally, completing the trio, we have the Tilyakori Madrasa, known for its lavishly gilded interior. Step inside and be transported to another world as you gaze up at the dazzling gold leaf that covers the walls and ceilings. Registan Square is a must-see on any trip to Uzbekistan and a reminder of the enduring power of art, architecture, and human ingenuity. Our next destination is a poignant reminder of the fragility of our planet and the resilience of the human spirit. We're traveling to the Aral Sea, once the fourth largest lake in the world, now a shadow of its former self due to a man-made environmental disaster. This is not your typical tourist destination. It's a place that evokes a sense of wonder and sadness at the same time. Imagine a vast, arid landscape stretching out as far as the eye can see, the cracked earth crunching beneath your feet. In the distance, you see them, rusted hulks of ships, stranded in the desert like beached whales, silent witnesses to the sea that once was. Back in the 1960s, the Aral Sea was a thriving ecosystem, teeming with fish and supporting a vibrant fishing industry. But then, in a decision that still has repercussions today, the Soviet government diverted the rivers that fed the Aral Sea for irrigation, leading to its dramatic shrinkage. The consequences were devastating. The fishing industry collapsed, livelihoods were destroyed, and the once fertile land turned to dust, leading to health problems for the local population. But amidst this ecological tragedy, there's a glimmer of hope. The people of the Aral Sea region are resilient, and they're determined to rebuild their lives and their environment. A trip to the Aral Sea is a sobering experience, but it's also a powerful reminder of the importance of environmental stewardship and the resilience of the human spirit. For our final adventure in Uzbekistan, we're leaving the cities and deserts behind and venturing into the breathtaking beauty of the Nuratau Mountains, a hidden gem tucked away in the western part of the country. If you're looking to escape the hustle and bustle and reconnect with nature, this is the place to be. Imagine soaring peaks capped with snow, crystal-clear rivers flowing through lush valleys, and remote villages where life moves at a slower pace. The Nuratau Mountains are a hiker's paradise, with trails for all levels, from gentle walks through flower-filled meadows to challenging climbs to mountain summits. Lace up your hiking boots, pack a picnic lunch, and breathe in the fresh mountain air. As you hike, keep an eye out for the region's diverse flora and fauna. You might spot wild goats clambering on the rocky slopes or birds of prey circling overhead. One of the highlights of the Nuratau Mountains is the chance to experience rural Uzbek hospitality firsthand. Many villages in the mountains offer homestays where you can stay with local families in their traditional homes. Imagine waking up to the sound of roosters crowing, enjoying a breakfast of fresh bread and homemade yogurt on a sunny terrace, and spending your days learning about the local way of life. The Nuratau Mountains are a place to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with nature, to find peace and quiet, and to experience the warmth and hospitality of the Uzbek people. Well, my fellow adventurers, we've reached the end of our journey through the hidden gems of Uzbekistan. From the ancient city walls of Khiva to the bustling aisles of Chorsu Bazaar, the architectural wonders of Registan Square, the poignant landscapes of the Aral Sea, and the peaceful mountains of Nuratau, Uzbekistan has surprised and delighted us at every turn. I hope this video has inspired you to add Uzbekistan to your travel bucket list. It's a country that's sure to capture your heart with its rich history, vibrant culture, and stunning natural beauty. Until next time, safe travels and keep exploring.